up, Castleberry? Wow. Welcome back from our long hiatus.
We are back! Back with a bang! Back with the gang! Carlos, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Yeah? What's going on in your life?
Good day today.
Good?
Yeah. Got an award at work, and I completely missed it.
Wow. Tell us more. What was the award?
Outstanding career growth, I think is what they said.
Wow.
And I was listening at because we have our office-wide meetings because we're 300 people, so we have on a Teams call. I was listening to the call, and then I got distracted by an email, and I started working on the email, and then I heard the people outside my door clapping, and then I heard I got some IM saying congrats, and I was like, what's going on? And they said, oh yeah, you got this award. And I said, oh, okay, cool. Like one of those office superlatives. So that was fun. That was a good way to end the day.
Well, congratulations. We are honored to be in your presence.
Thank you. I told my team this is definitely going to my head, and from now on I expect outstanding deliverables only. So.
That's good. That's good. So the award was what? The award that you missed was most attentive colleague?
Most attentive.
Okay, good. I love that.
Yeah.
Alia, how are you?
Doing well.
Yeah.
Good day as well. Didn't get an award, but other than that,
but
it was
you
a good
deserve
day.
one.
You do.
Thank you.
Several, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
It's
in the print shop. They were closed today. Servers were down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Next time.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah. Don't hold your breath. Robin's here.
Award-winning Robin.
The award-winning Robin. What have you won recently?
I just always give myself
You have
gold
won our
stars.
hearts.
Oh, see? I'm already your friend. You don't have to keep trying.
All right. Well, we just want to get those episodes out quicker, so we got to make it work. Listen, we are so sorry that it's been a while. We have been busy. It's been a full season, but we're back. We have a great episode today, and we have a Christmas special coming up soon as well that we're keen to celebrate with you. So because we haven't been together, let's catch our listeners up a little bit on what's been going on. The question on the table, what's been the favorite thing you've done in the past month? And we'll start off with Alia.
I'm going to name 3 things, not one.
3 things. That wasn't the question, but go ahead.
So one, I have to shout out Food and Wine. I thought it was a great success. Listeners, if you were there, would love to hear any feedback that you have, but thought it was well attended. We had good food, good drinks, and it seemed like the community had a lot of fun. So that's kind of like...
You should win an award for how well you ran that event.
I was very stressed. So
Carlos added to the print order.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That you're about to create any moment now.
That just delayed it another few weeks. So sorry,
Okay.
but you know,
No worries.
Again,
as long
we're
as I
working
get
on it. Yeah.
And then the other 2 things is I ran 2 half marathons, which equals 1 full one.
Yes. Can we say you're a marathon runner?
No, but soon maybe. I don't know. Maybe next year. It's a lot.
Well,
though.
12 and a half and 12 and a half is 26.
Yeah. Actually, 13.1.
Actually, it's not. It's
I wasn't
13.1. Is it?
12 and a half and 12 and a half is 25, Andy. But,
This is why you win the awards, Carlos.
maybe that's the, I don't know, maybe that's in pounds and we were talking in dollars
That's right.
or
You
something.
guys
So,
didn't translate. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
2 half marathons.
I'm sore today because it was on Saturday. It was my second one. So,
Wow.
Nice.
Congrats.
And we're recording on Monday and you've recovered your breath.
yes.
Impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Robin, we'll go to you next. What has been your favorite thing the past month?
Well,
That's a dramatic pause.
I modded an iPod.
You modded an iPod.
An iPod Classic.
Can you translate for the
So
any old listeners we have?
they no longer make iPods. Which,
Yeah. Oh,
all right.
I've
so
got one. I had one.
Well, I got my friend to relinquish her old one that she wasn't using to me. I opened it up, which they don't technically open. I opened it up. I replaced the 20-year-old battery almost, added new storage so it can hold even more songs, put a whole new operating system on it. And now the government don't know I listen to Taylor Swift song over and over again.
Wow, that's really cool.
Thank you.
You are quite
You should start a
proficient.
business. I feel like, well, maybe, is that illegal?
I don't
slightly?
think so.
Okay, I don't know.
Oh, no.
Well, I feel
What she's doing is not illegal. If people use it in a non-legally compliant manner, that she can't help that as a small business owner.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
There
And
are
I
people that
applaud
do
her
sell
for being a small
modded
business owner.
items.
Okay.
Good job, Robin. That is impressive.
Thank you.
We got some very impressive people around this table. Carlos, what
Andy?
you got going on? Well, I don't want to bring the impressiveness down. What's been the highlight of your month, Carlos?
So November was busy. I just went back in my calendar to remember everything we did. I'd say the highlights were we finally got around to doing our adoption party for our kids. So that was fun. Yeah, you were there.
I was there.
I was there.
Mm-hmm.
It was very wet
Mm-hmm.
and special.
Yeah, Robin RSVPDS, I believe.
I knew it was missing
believe.
something.
I did
believe.
verbally tell you I would be there, and then
I believe so.
was not there.
Because I enjoyed seeing you
don't
there,
like children.
Alia.
Yes.
And of course, you were there,
a great
Carlos. There was something that felt incomplete about it.
Yeah, there was.
You know me, I take all the attention, and it really wasn't about me that day.
It
so.
wasn't. So in a way,
I really-
that was a gift.
No, that was a gift.
Exactly.
We also went to Van's Warp Tour.
To what?
Van's Warp Tour.
Okay, if we got any old people listening to the show, can you explain to them
Male,
what that is?
50.
Well, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. It was mostly people in the demographic from starting with like my age to like your age that were there.
Okay.
Yeah, the Warp Tour
We're
is
kind of in the same demographic.
Yeah.
Kind
So
of.
Both live in Castleberry.
yeah. So no, it's a music festival. It's done at the Camping World Stadium, and it's a lot of punk rock, pop punk,
Yeah.
all that kind of music, emo music. And as someone who's now growing older, and I love going to concerts, but my favorite thing about Vans Warped Tour is that it was done by 8 p.m. both nights. Because you're there all day, but like by 8 p.m. I was like, all right, cool. I'm ready to go home, and the shows are
I've
wrapping
heard
up.
They know their market.
That's so big that the funding that they raise from that and the money they make from that can support like every other event at the Camping World Stadium. It's a big deal, right?
Or do you mean EDC? I think that's what you're thinking.
You might be thinking of EDC.
Oh, here's me trying to act all hip and cool.
Okay,
EDC.
EDC might be more hip and cool though, but I wouldn't go to that.
Okay. All right.
And I would.
I would too.
It's electronic music.
Yeah.
All right. I'm totally lost.
But it's a
Someone
big
asked me
deal.
the highlight of my
What was the
month.
highlight,
Thank
Andy?
you. Well, the old man that I am, get my EDCs and my K-pops confused or whatever it is. The highlight for me was Thanksgiving. When we sat around the table and shared our gratitude. And it was, don't give me a sympathy look. It was really nice.
I meant that is a nice thing.
All right, good. So,
Favorite dish?
Favorite dish? My wife.
Oh,
Very dishy.
spicy.
Very spicy. It wasn't a spicy
Change
dish.
the rating on this episode.
No, but it was lovely to spend time
Do you
with her.
cook?
Well, we go to the beach for Thanksgiving because
fun.
my wife's family's out of town. My family, it's like, what are you doing? Because, we're British. Thank you. So we traditionally in the past have actually had Cracker Barrel Thanksgiving.
Oh, I didn't know
But
they
this
were
year, we had a Costco Thanksgiving,
Good.
which sounds odd, but it was really, really good. The turkey was really tender. The dressing was really dressed, and it was good. Good.
Okay.
There you go.
So there we go. All right, that's enough about us. This show is not about us, listener. It's about you and your pleasure, your fun, and your knowledge of our city. So we want to share some Castleberry in the news. Let's just do the first two stories. First, good news, Alia.
Yes, BJ's wholesale store
Is opening soon.
Opening next week.
Finally.
When this drops, it'll probably be open.
Well, depending if Robin presses the right buttons. But yes, in fact, I texted a leader in our community who said there's a private opening for city leaders on the 16th and a general public opening on the 17th. And I was kind of waiting for my invite on the 16th, but looks like I'll be there on the 17th.
Yeah, I already got gas there though. So, yeah, the gas station is
Just to
already
clarify, listeners.
Petrol. Sorry, petrol.
Carlos and I actually signed up at Food and Wine Festival.
Perfect.
I got gas. I
You heard it here first,
You need
folks.
some
this is. I actually filled up my car with gas at the Sanford location, and I saved 30 cents a gallon.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I put 4 gallons in my car, which was like $12 on a $15 membership. So one fill up saved me some serious money. Did I do my math right on that?
I don't think so, but
I don't
Didn't
think so.
sound right.
But I know it was a good saving because it was 30 cents.
yeah.
I'm well on the way.
You only got 4 gallons?
You're almost there.
No, I got more than 4 gallons. I got like 12 gallons.
Yeah,
so,
that makes sense.
So it's like, gosh.
Listeners, don't worry about it.
Yeah. But either way, here's the headline.
You saved $4.
I saved $4 of a $15 membership fee. That's right.
Yeah.
So I'm
you've
well on the way
almost
for it to be a great
A
investment.
third of your membership.
Yes, I think we've established that math is not my strong point, but don't lose the headline. Cheap gas at BJ's. Sorry, that was bad.
That's why you didn't get
At
invited
BJ's
to the
Club.
preview.
Opening in Castleberry, December 17th. Carlos, tell us another exciting development in the city of Castleberry.
So the Castleberry Police Department will be acquiring new 3D laser scanners. But get this, they're being funded by criminals.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. So it's
true story.
funded by the money forfeited by criminals, I assume during their arrests and stuff. But yeah, so it'll look like an old video camera, but it'll turn the crime scene into a 3D image, and it'll give investigators and juries more evidence and a better kind of, better picture of what was going on at the scene of the crime.
Love that. They're very cool. I saw a little preview of some of the cameras. It's
Yeah.
really amazing what they can do.
Yeah.
And, one of my favorite words is redemption, right? Taking that which is broken and making it right and using it for good use. And so I realize there's lots of conversation around this, but I think that's a good use of money that is confiscated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Excellent. All right. We've caught up with each other. We've shared some Castleberry in the news. We've realized how bad at math I am, embarrassingly so. But let's make me feel a little bit better. In my favorite section, the dad jokes of the week section. And I have got some good ones today. Who would like to kick us off with a dad joke of the week?
I'll go ahead.
Okay.
Alia was talking about doing half marathons. So I was going to tell you guys, I went to a gym instructor, whatever they're called,
Personal trainer
recently.
We have a personal trainer on the show today.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
And
embarrassing for you.
I know.
Says the guy who thought that
Don't listen
12 and a half plus 12 and a half was a marathon.
So I went to them and I asked, hey, I'm trying to be, I'm just trying to maintain my mobility.
Yes.
Can you teach me how to do the splits?
Yes.
So he said to me, how flexible are you? And I said, well, I can't do Tuesdays.
Yeah. You like that, Robin? Okay.
It took me a second, but
All right.
I liked it.
Robin, are you going to participate or are you going to be our judge in this?
I have a dad joke, but I'm going to save it for our Christmas one.
Okay.
Okay.
So what would you rate if you're the judge? Carlos's dad. 8. 8 out of 10, Carlos. Good job. Alia, what do you have?
7.
No. What's your joke?
Oh, sorry.
You're not the judge. You can't be a teller and then the judge.
I'm looking. So kind of on theme with getting gas at BJ's, I guess. What did the car say after stopping at the gas station?
What did the car say after stopping at the station?
What?
I feel better now.
I feel better now. Robin, what you got? Out of 10.
Wow.
6.5.
It's fair. I just really wanted to continue with the gas
Listen,
station.
Carlos gets high ratings all the time because he nails the delivery.
No.
That's what makes the joke. The joke itself is irrelevant most of the time.
Oh, okay.
It's the delivery.
Robin, I tried to start a professional hide and seek league. Did you know that?
I didn't.
Didn't take off. You know why?
Why?
Because good players are hard to find.
Okay. All right. That's a
I like that one.
7.5.
7.5. All right. I'll take it. Carlos, congratulations. You are Dad Joke of the Week winner.
Thank you.
This week. All right, this is enough of our shenanigans. Let's head to this.
You should be thankful for my joke.
All right.
Alia, there you go. That's a 9 right there, Robin.
That is a
She
9.
came in against the rules, won the competition, schooled you, Carlos.
All right. Anyway, we can
We
move
are
on.
very
love
thankful
a
about
petty
your
queen.
fuel gas joke. Well done. All right, listeners, enough of our shenanigans. Let's go to the highlight of our show. The reason you've joined in, our interview with our very special guest.
Church Together connects people together with Christ in community and for our city. Join us for worship at 200 North Triplet Lake Drive in Castleberry, Sundays at 10 a.m. For more information, visit us at ourchurchtogether.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our favorite part of the show where we shine the spotlight on a very special guest. And our guest today is certainly very special. She is relatively new to our city. She is slowly falling in love with our city, and we are delighted to welcome Pastor Dani Whidden to us today. Dani, how are you?
I'm excellent. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Fresh off a cruise?
Fresh off a cruise celebrating 16 years of wedded bliss. We just got back 3 days ago, and so still feel rocky.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
Did you take Dramamine or ginger candy or anything?
I didn't have any trouble on the ship. I didn't get any kind of motion sickness. I got off the ship and the land feels funny. The ship was fine. It's the land.
You're
I don't know how to walk now.
You're meant to be on a cruise then for the rest of your life. I mean, that's just
Supposed to be a sailor.
Yeah.
So, Dani, you have recently started a new church in our community, and we love that. We love the name of your church, Hope, because we think our community, as we all do, need a lot of hope, especially at this time of the year. But before we jump into some questions and talk about how you got here, what you're doing here, what your hopes are, let's get to know you a little bit. So our first question is, what's something fun or surprising about you that people wouldn't guess at first glance?
That's a great question. It makes me incredibly uncomfortable because I don't think there's anything.
We specialize in uncomfortable.
I don't think there is absolutely anything surprising about me. I'm the person, like, what you see is what you get. And I'm not uncomfortable about chatting about things. So it's like I instantly reveal. I've been sitting around talking with you guys for just a minute here. And like, I think you know my entire backstory at this point. So there's not room to be surprised. But I did ask this question of a few folks around me in the last couple of days. Hey, what is there anything surprising about me? And I got the same answer from a group of people.
Oh.
Yeah. I play Zelda. Religiously love Zelda. Came across it about 5 years ago and just deep dive. Could not help it and have played every game that I could get my hands on.
So if there was someone listening, say, who was male, 50 years old, and didn't know what Zelda was,
oh my God,
not me,
yeah.
what would you tell them?
So it's a video game, but I'm not a gamer. Like there are people who are gamers. I am not a gamer. I play Zelda. That's very different. I love the story. I love the graphics. There are 2 newer games that have come out in the last few years, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So forgive the nerd drop here. But I'm not 100% of the game, but
Robin is loving this nerd drop, aren't you, Robin?
99.9% of the game. And so anyway, that's surprising, I think. Probably just because you look at me and you're like, no, she's going to talk about theology or practical leadership, and then also Zelda. And so,
it's good. Well, I've learned something already.
So another icebreaker for you, Dani. If your life were a movie, what would it be called, and who would play you?
Zelda?
So no. Oh gosh, I think they're making one.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about this. I saw they're throwing out some teaser about who's going to be the cast. So I gave this some thought. I'm a little nervous because this is going to date me. I love movies though. all kinds of genres from any decade.
Don't worry, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm the
I don't
old
know,
guy.
you're very
on the-
British though, so I'm scared that you're not going to catch this because Americana.
Yeah,
Are you
there's a lot I don't catch.
Are you guys at all familiar with, it's a 1987 film by Chris Columbus. It's called Adventures in Babysitting.
Yes.
You know it. Okay, excellent. So
Robin knows it.
okay,
I'm just
fantastic
saying
movie.
it into the microphone for, yeah.
Robin knows, so she's coming in.
Yes, I do.
I'm glad to know that. Okay, so I would say that my life is probably based off of this. This sweet little babysitter doesn't even want to be a babysitter. She's just like roped in to do it like one last time. And she gets a call from a best friend that says, hey, let's head over, or can you come pick me up? I ran away from home, but can you come pick me up? And on the way to the bus stop, she's just supposed to get her from the bus stop. The movie becomes a 90-minute
An adventure.
exactly. There's like police chases and they're in a blues club singing and there's a hospital run. There's just like all this stuff happening. And I was thinking about all my life and I was like, that would be it, because it was seemingly like very boring. And there's been all these little twists and turns and the plot would thicken and things that we were like, hey, it shouldn't be, that became that. And so it would be like adventures and starting over, or adventures and Dani, like if
like
we wanted
it.
to be like on the nose
That
about
should be
it.
the name of your podcast.
Hey, we'll do it.
Adventures in Dani.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I would hate to call it that, but we could come up with a better name later.
All right. And so if Castleberry named a street, a park, or a signature drink after you, what would it be called and why?
Okay, I'm gonna go very functional and on the nose. It'd be like shepherd shot. Like have like some espresso together, like past, because there's the pastor thing. Get it, shepherd, pastor,
shepherd,
yeah. Or if we went a little bit like broader, be like a community cup, like, and it can be any drink that you want, because that's how I like to do it. I was like, but the point is like pull up a chair and let's have a chat while you drink your community cup. And so I'd like that idea.
I love it. And you're sitting here with a medicine ball,
I am.
which is kind of a community cup of like all kinds of flavors thrown into
like
one.
4 flavors. The name is ridiculously long. The real, because it's not actually called a medicine ball. That's the off menu name for it. But anyway.
I know whenever I want it at Starbucks, what's that drink you get when you're sick?
Right.
They say, oh, medicine ball. Then they tell me the long name. I'm like, that sounds right. I trust you.
I've been corrected every time I've tried to order it, and I feel a little offended because I can't remember it.
You need to step up your drink ordering game.
I get corrected every time too, because I'm like, yeah, I'd like a large. And they're like, no, that's a venti. And I'm like, sure.
That's right.
All right.
Exactly what happened just a second ago. I was like, I need the one that's got 4 names, and I want the large. I mean, I have a venti. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't play that game.
Okay.
The Starbucks game. It's very confusing to me. All right. We are not some frivolous podcast who goes down any kind of rabbit trails.
Not at all.
We have some clearly defined questions.
Yes.
So after those very serious questions, our next very serious question, Dani, is tell us your personal story.
Okay.
Specifically, what are some of those key experiences that have shaped you into the kind of leader who wants to start something new in a new city?
Yeah. So a bit about me. I'm actually from the greater Orlando area. I was trying to make a list of all of
We call Castleberry the greater Orlando area because it's the greater part of Orlando.
I love that. I love that. Also, I live in...
It's not catching on yet, but...
I'll start saying it from now on everywhere I go.
I call it the greater than Orlando area.
Greater than Orlando. Okay. So I've lived in Union Park, Bethlo, off of Goldenrod, in Sanford, now Castleberry, in Oviedo. From the entire, this area raised me. Our home was specific. I had a single mother who struggled with addiction. That's why I'm stuttering a little bit, because there's still a lot of pain that's wrapped around that, remembering that.
Yeah.
I was very much a parent in the house, very much longed for safe spaces, for just to be seen, to be known, to be loved, to be taken care of. And, those were, I think that's why we lived in so many areas, because of her addiction issue. Money would run out.
Yeah.
And we'd have to move. We'd be evicted and have to move into a new space. And I think that very much forms people, and in my case, thankfully, into what God has done in my life. Very restorative, very redeeming, to be able to then turn around and create space for people who need to be seen and loved and feel safe.
Yeah. I love that. It's hard to tell on an audio podcast, but you carry yourself with a demeanor of safety, and we can see that. And also think it's very brave of you to come to such an unsafe space as a podcast. So thanks for joining us and sharing that. That's a good formative insight into you.
So what drew you to Castleberry, and what have you learned about this community since you've been spending time here?
Oh, that's a great question. So I'm going to be honest, and I don't want to hurt our Castleberry friends. I live in Castleberry, and our church is in Castleberry, so I'm 100% Castleberry. Wasn't drawn to Castleberry. It was kind of an accident. We moved back to the area in 2019, and we put a total of 3 bids on 3 different houses, and Castleberry just happened to become our address because it was so hard to get into a space. We went 3 months living with family, doing our best to, get a house. And so Castleberry happened to be the address of the owners who took the bid. And so that became our home. The same with their church. We're Hope Church is just over a year old. Our members come from more Seminole County, absolutely Castleberry, but also Altamont Springs, Longwood, Winter Springs, Oviedo. It's one of those things where we were just desperate to find a place to start meeting regularly so that we could launch properly. It happened to be Castleberry, like the perfect location. We meet at Redbug Elementary, and the school's lovely, and the staff is lovely. And actually, it has been connections with the school that we're meeting in that has been the place where we're like, hey, I think we're here on purpose. I think it's more than just, we didn't feel drawn to Castleberry next door, but we believe that God has placed us here intentionally because he cares about Castleberry. He loves Castleberry. He has good things in store for Castleberry. And so that's kind of our Castleberry story.
So you started this new church. You guys are growing. What's been the most energizing or eye-opening moment so far as part of this?
So it's actually not dealing with Hope specific. It's like what was leading up to our launch. Again, just over a year ago in September, we launched, but in the pre-launch time, we were looking for community partners because as a church, we have 3 missional values that we repeat and we do our best to live by. And it's that we want to cultivate authentic community as a church. We want to build families. I can't think of a parent who doesn't want to be a better parent. I can't think of a married couple that doesn't want to stay married, like if there's hope for that. But we also believe, Psalm 68 says that God puts the lonely in families. And so we want to create family spaces for people who don't have family. But then the third piece is we want to serve the city that we're in. We want to do that really well. Like we don't believe that we are a church if we're not actively serving the people around us, the community around us. And so I say all of that because what we were doing was, hey, we're about 50 people. And we're so young, like there is no sense in us trying to reinvent community outreach where we're feeding people and clothing people. So we started looking for people who are already doing that. And I came across the Sharing Center. Are you familiar with the organization, the Sharing Center?
Well, yeah, we've had some guests from the Sharing Center on the pod.
I wept when I got onto the property because it's beautiful what they're doing. It's, the educational programs, the largest freestanding food pantry in Seminole County. They give haircuts and showers to those experiencing homelessness. And we're talking kids, like there are children on the streets that can come and get a breakfast. And then there are thrift stores that anyone can shop in, and it's 80 cents on the dollar goes back into the ministry. I'm not trying to plug here. The Sharing Center is a beautiful organization. And, for those who are experiencing homelessness, they give them vouchers so they can go into the thrift store and shop with dignity instead of just handing them a bag of clothes. And so we're doing this tour and I'm looking at what really stood out to me. So that's enough. That would be enough to be like, oh, that's energizing. We can do, really wonderful things. Was the history. I don't know if you guys know, but the Sharing Center got started because 15 local churches did the same thing we did. They said, we can actually do more if we do it together. And that became kind of our mantra. It was, we're not here to be individualistic, but to connect to the community, connect to those around us. We even saw it in the churches that welcomed us. We started a new church in Castleberry. There were 4 other faith bodies that didn't get competitive and say, hey, this is our land, get off, like this is our territory. Instead, we've got financial donations, and 2 churches gave me keys to their offices and said, if you need anything as a church plant, you don't have print materials or you don't have tables or chairs, like you can come in. And it was the same idea. Like we can do more together. There's an exponential change when people partner together. And that was that's been the most energizing, is realizing that there is a collaborative spirit about the community.
Yes, very true. It's one of the things we talk about a lot on the pod. Out of all the kind of neighborhoods and little cities in Central Florida, Castleberry is one of the few that still has this small town community feel, right?
Yes.
And we take care of each other. We serve together. We realize that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Alia, very involved in the Chamber of Commerce, right? Carlos is part of an improv group that meets in the city.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Robin lived downtown. I remember we did a recording in Robin's apartment and we had the mayor of the city come, right? And we were just blown away that the mayor would come to just like not that there's anything regular about Robin. She's very special, but to a regular person's home, right? And it's that community feel.
It really is.
And when you're part of that community, it's almost like hope becomes realized.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
You realize there's some potential there. And so I love the name that you've given to your church, to Hope. As you think of Castleberry, though, what are some examples of resilience or kindness or possibility that give you hope for our city?
Absolutely. And here I will get closer to home and talk more about hope, because that's my vantage point. It's what I see. Our congregation, again, is just a year old and about 50 strong on a Sunday morning. What is beautiful about the church is that it reflects the community, in that 70% of our church are people whose statisticians call the de-churched. They are folks who used to be part of church and for one reason or another stepped away. A lot of it is they've all got real stories, and they feel them deeply. You know, there's church hurt, or people have experienced like a failure of a leader, or have been hurt in a church setting, and so they stepped away. A lot of it was the pandemic. We did a great job as church leaders telling folks, hey, if you just watch online, it's the same thing. And then they believed us and then they still believe us. And so people have been content with like staying at home and doing church from a click. But what I've noticed is that these folks who are coming back to faith, they have to work at it. They have to actually try it. We would all say, I think, every single person in this room, anybody listening, I don't care how introverted we are naturally, that we want community. Like we those words I used before, we want to be seen. We want someone to witness our lives. We want to be known and like loved as we are. But it costs to be in community with people. Yeah. Because then if you are coming out of you've done the work of isolating yourself and you've got to come back into community, it's being vulnerable. It's being transparent. It's learning how to trust people again. And so I see hope. I see resilience. I see possibility in the fact that people are willing to try again.
I love it. I love that. That's a great answer. And that's kind of part of what we're trying to do here as well. I don't know if I'm ready to speak this publicly yet, but I'm working on this theory that's built on the premise that isolation makes us weird. It kind of atrophies who we are. It kind of stunts some kind of growth. And if nothing else, one of the things we want to do here is to say, hey, whoever you are listening, don't do life alone. Yeah. Be part of a family. Yes. Would love to take you out for coffee. We'd love for you to be part of it because we're all in it together. It's an us thing, not an I thing.
Yeah, because life gets hard. And so like if you get sick, and I mean like really sick, like who knows that you're in a hospital? Or if you add to your family, like who's there to help support when you need support? We get diagnosis in life, or like there are just seasons of transition. Your kid moves out because they go away to college. Who's there to do that with you? Community is important.
Yeah.
I feel like I have said this to you guys multiple times, but sometimes we record late at night and I'm like, oh man, like.
Are you going to make us cry again?
Well, no, you guys never cry.
Okay. Well, Carlos has cried a few times.
I feel like I've cried the most on this podcast, but I'll be so tired. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to eat dinner late or whatever it may be. But then when I get here, it's like, oh, that really like just awakened me. And I feel so much better that I got to connect with people, hear other people's stories. So yeah community, it's important. So how do you envision the community you're building to help meet the needs and contributing to the well-being of Castleberry?
Yeah. So Hope Church specifically is a little different. I think, Robin, you would love it if you're the different.
She's not normal.
I would. Wow. I would love that.
But I love her.
So we don't meet in rows like a traditional church. When you come in, you're going to notice we meet at tables, and everyone wears a name tag. And that can be really hard for some people. I've had a few folks show up and they're like, "Where's the back?" Like, we don't have a back. And so, we have traditional service elements where if you were a part of a church, you would see them. We sing songs in the beginning, worship songs, and then we always take communion. And then there is a teaching, like what you would probably experience in any other church, but it's done around a table. And then immediately, right after that, there's where people would traditionally like leave. You show up to a room, you hear, and then you head out. We have small groups. That's what we call it, where people get to actually discuss what's happening in their lives in real time. So all those things we talked about, the reasons for community, they get to talk about it. And then they apply the biblical teaching to their lives, and they get prayed for. And when we talk about like the shaping of the community, I think about like the future 5 to 10 years from now. And I cannot help but to think of our kids when we think of that. Like, I have 2 incredible kids. They're 11 and 13. So I've got an elementary age kid and I've got a middle school kid. But think of like Castleberry's children. If they grew up in an environment like that, where it is part of your normal life to be seen, to be known, for people to know your story, and in a real way. And you've done well in soccer, but this is what they grow up. This is what they grow up expecting. I see it shaping our community and meeting the needs of our community, because then people become more empathetic. You can claim ignorance for so long. Like, I don't know what's going on in my neighbors' lives, in my city. But if you sit at the table and you get an opportunity to hear what's actually happening, you can't claim ignorance anymore. But it creates empathy and compassion, and people are motivated to service at that point and meeting one another's needs. And that's a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm. That was kind of a little bit of what the next question was, what do you imagine 5 to 10 years from now when, what do you, for our city, what do you hope will be true because of these collective efforts of the residents, leaders, and organizations? I think, I see it trending in that direction as well. Mm-hmm. Like Andy was saying, Castleberry is a city that's looking to find that new identity, and build that new identity. What do you think people will be saying about us 5 to 10 years from now due to those efforts? What
I hope will be true is that we are more compassionate and that we are more connected, that we are a people who are ready to serve one another, that it's not okay to pass people in the street who are in need, but that we are actively pursuing ways to create peace in life, to meet the needs of others, but that it would be easier. That what you kind of touched on earlier, Andy, was that small town feel. I was reflecting on that today, how we are 50,000 strong in Castleberry, but I know the names of my bank teller and the lady who checks me out at Hobby Lobby, or my neighbor. I can name them right now, all of their names. There's just like that very small town feel. I would love for that to grow, that to become the identity where we know one another, we see one another, we love one another. I'm going to keep just, using those words because that's a beautiful future to lean into. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're just a small town girl. That's about as much singing as I do on the podcast. But you're right. There's something special about small, because small allows relationship, which allows people to be seen and known and loved. All right. We are coming to the end of our time. Dani, quick question. If you could play Santa for our city. In fact, I was on the Santa run last week. I didn't play Santa because Santa's a real person. If you could play Santa for our city and could give our community a gift, no limits, no budget, what would you give and why?
This might be really lame for those who don't care about this. I was like, whatever it is that you want is what you get.
Any statement?
I suppose so. It won't be Zelda. I won't issue out Zelda for everyone. I think a watering hole, like a very big watering hole that had books and games, like board games, things that you actually have to like engage with others, would be so much fun. And it would be brews of all kind. If you want an ale, if you want a coffee, if you want a tea, like there's a beverage there for you, and there's a table there for you, and we can have a chat.
I love that. So I grew up in England where we have pubs. Mm-hmm. And I actually helped start a church in a pub back in the day. And in America, we have bars, but you go to a bar.
It's very different.
To drink a lot.
Yeah.
You go to a pub to hang out.
Yeah.
I love that you said we need a pub.
I said watering hole, but we can call it a pub if we want to.
Okay.
For the British side of the table.
Could we put a Union Jack flag in there?
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much, Dani. For the people who want to learn more, stay connected, and get involved with what you're building, what's the best way for them to find you?
Okay, so I'm an in-person person. So show up on a Sunday morning, 10:30, Redbug Elementary. We would love, there's a seat for anyone at the table. We would love to have them, but also social accounts. And so I am on Instagram and Facebook, just Dani Whidden, and our churches as well. We are Hope Church on Instagram and Facebook. And then they can always email me, Dani, DANI, at wearehopechurch.org.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you guys for having me. This has been a lovely chat, and I'm walking out of here feeling energized because I got a chance to connect with you.
It's no cruise though, is it?
I like this. I'll take this.
You take this?
I'll take this.
She won't be wobbly after this.
Dani, thank you so much for joining us, but not just for your time this evening. Thank you for your commitment to our community. Just hearing you speak brings hope. I think one of the things that's really important in church life, and obviously I got a little bit of experience in this as well, is that you live out your mission. And you're building a church called Hope, and that makes sense because you are a person of hope. So thanks so much for the gift that you are that you are giving to our city.
That's incredibly generous. Thank you.
Dani, thank you again for joining us. Listener, thanks for tuning in. We can't wait to share with you some of our thoughts on the holiday season on the next episode, so make sure you don't miss that. But today, thank you, Dani. Thank you, team. We can't wait to see you soon.
Thank you. And thank you, listener, for listening to another episode of the What's Up Castleberry podcast. This podcast is produced by Robin Kepi, hosted by Andy Searles, Alia Ray, and Carlos Pereiro. For more information, visit us at whatsupcastleberry.com. Until next time, have a great week.